Several years ago, I recall reading about the enterprising women of California's gold rush, the ones who built hotel and restaurant businesses, and their families' wealth, by mining the miners' pockets. After the men had been eating their own generally lousy cooking for several months or more, they were willing to pay for good food. And one of the items on the dinner menus was fruit pies, apple and peach, from dehydrated fruits. Home canning hadn't been developed at this point, and the fruit orchards hadn't yet been planted and producing. Outside of berries in season, the only fruit available was dehydrated. I didn't think the dehydrated fruit pies sounded all that appetizing. But you know, we've got a couple cases of dehydrated apples. It was time to try my hand at a dehydrated apple pie. For research purposes. Because it probably wouldn't taste that good. Dehydrated apple pie, 6 cups dehydrated, sliced apples, 3 cups boiling water, half a cup granulated sugar, half a cup brown sugar, 3 tablespoons cornstarch, 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 1 teaspoon nutmeg, half a cup chopped walnuts. Optional double pie crust. Bring water to a boil in a medium saucepan with lid. Add apples to the boiling water, cover, and remove from heat. Let rehydrate for 15 minutes. Drain, and reserve the soaking water, if any. In a small saucepan over low heat, combine the sugars, cornstarch, and spices. Gradually whisk in 3/4 cup of the reserved soaking water, or tap water. Cook slowly until thickened. Remove from heat and cool. Stir walnuts, if desired, into apples. Put apples into prepared pie crust. Pour sauce over the apples and add the top crust. Cut slits in the top crust and cover edges with foil. Bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes and then remove foil. Bake an additional 15 to 20 minutes. Cool to room temperature before serving. Family reviews. Honestly, I didn't expect much. I really thought there was no way the family would be happy with a strictly from food storage apple pie. Becky makes a to die for maple syrup glazed apple pie that received a blue ribbon at the state fair. That's our gold standard here. And yet, this apple pie was pretty darn good. I even thought about glazing it with maple syrup, but opted to just stick with the simple recipe posted above. The family at dinner that night, #1 son who eats anything that isn't moving, #2 son who is king of the picky eaters, his wife Buttercup, Lydia, and Aaron scarfed it down. I had it for breakfast the next day. No one would choose it over Becky's pie, but it was really quite acceptable. And when you take into consideration that it started with dehydrated apples that didn't require any peeling, a huge time saver, it tasted even better. It made me wish I had a lot more dehydrated apples. Links to related posts, survivalists, preppers, and the 49ers.